This week on Cooking with Snobs, we welcome Erika Suarez, a brilliant comic and embalmer. You'll have to watch to find out more.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Were you born here?
Yeah, I was born here.
And your parents?
No, they immigrated here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they meet?
In China.
Yeah.
under communist regime.
Yeah, exactly. No, I guess bars. They're my parents. They're my parents, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Exactly. No, but my dad left Cuba like illegally.
Okay.
And then he
Don't
played.
say
No, he got his papers now.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, and but he played for the MLB.
Oh shit.
Oh,
shit.
So that's why he was. So when they found him, he had a sports visa, so they couldn't deport him. And then he got a
full citizenship after.
no, he got exchanged to the Expos, so he can.
Oh.
Bing bang! No, but he wanted to come to Montreal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I did not know that about you.
That's really
Not a lot of people know that about me.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm like actually like, okay, well the show's over, guys.
I don't even know if I've ever mentioned it.
So you,
What do you love about the city?
Everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
we have a fun city.
You know, it's a
Yeah.
good city. I'm not saying
Great
shit.
city.
Imagine being in Hamilton, Ontario.
Imagine. That would be dead already.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Oh,
Or a prostitute.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, I was saying that before, like her tattoos are ridiculous. Yeah.
So much. Yeah. They're all related to the sea.
Why is that?
Because I love the sea.
There you go.
Imagine you're like, no, because I fucking hate drowning.
Imagine.
I would love to drown.
Yeah? Actually,
Oh, no.
that's like my worst fear.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
definitely.
So I was an embalmer before.
What the fuck?
You what?
Please continue.
Steve loves morbid shit. You know what? We're not gonna
The
talk
sex is
anymore.
amazing. But no, for real. Like it was. Since I was a child, I wanted to be an embalmer.
Why?
I don't know, cause I'm weird and shit.
That's so fucking weird.
I know. I
Did
would
you like ancient Egypt? The mummies were like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do
I
that.
don't know.
Well,
I
somebody
don't
has
know.
to do.
Does it pay well?
Somebody has to do it.
No.
No.
Really?
You have to deal with dead bodies
That's
all day long.
bullshit.
You think you've made like fucking $100 grand a year?
It's not that bad, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I feel like being a dentist would be worse.
So how did you move on from that?
Yeah, how the
You're
fuck?
like, I've embalmed enough. It's time for the next chapter.
I've learned how to get rid of a body. I've done whatever.
Okay.
No, but like since I was a child, I wanted to do that. When if you ask me as a child, what do you want to be?
And your parents are like, there's an issue with her. There's an
Yeah.
issue. She wants to be an embalmer.
Yeah. Well, when I was very, very young, I used to ask my parents to take me. Well, the first time ever I talked about it, I was like very, very. I don't even remember. Maybe I was like 4 or 3 years old, and I told my mom, "Can you bring me where the nice people are? I want to see the nice people." And my mom was like, "What are you talking about?" And one day we were driving. And we drove past the cemetery, and I was like, "Look, Mom, all the nice people."
Oh shit.
Oh, I should have been like, what the fuck?
Totally.
I would have given that child up for adoption that day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say.
It's
that's
kind of like,
straight
you're
to
like,
the office there.
yeah, it's like a Sixth Sense. Fuck. Hey, Mom, by the way, the nice people, they're all dead.
And then I was asking my mom to bring me to funeral homes, but I'm 4 years old. How do I
Christ.
even know what a funeral home is?
Yeah.
In a past life, you were a dead person.
Or a medium.
Or medium.
You don't know.
Or a crackhead.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then my mom was like, okay, she's just strange. And
You're like, oh, we'll let it go.
yeah, she's, I don't know. And then I was hit by a bus when I was 6 years
Oh my
old.
God.
And I was in a coma for 3 days. And when I woke up, everybody was crying. My mom was like, and I woke up and my mom was like, well, so you had an accident. That's why we're crying. And I'm like, why? I said, the old man told me to come back here because my husband and kids were waiting for me. Why did my parents keep me? Weird shit like that. So then I knew right away that's what I was going to do with my life. And then I studied that. Then I got sick when I was in CJEP.
Right.
So I had to quit school. And right before going back to school, I met someone that his dad is the owner of a big funeral home here in Quebec.
Oh shit.
And he told me, you can either finish the CEGEP for 3 years and then work, and then maybe you don't like it and you waste 3 years of your life, or you can come work with us now and see if you like it and get the experience, and if you really like it, you can go back to school and finish your license. So I was a funeral attendant,
Okay.
Wow.
but since I did the whole program, but I got sick right before final exams and I couldn't take them.
Okay.
So I had to redo the whole thing, which is stupid,
Yeah.
right?
Oh god, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
whole
'cause it's
program.
like
That's fucking.
the whole, yeah.
How are you with death in general? Since we're on the topic. Like,
Very, I guess, very unhealthy. I think about that all the time.
well, yeah, I think most of us
Yeah.
do. Let's be honest.
The older you get, probably.
But like more than you.
More than usual?
like
Since we're 4, like
yeah.
look at that fucking cemetery.
Exactly.
Love it.
Yeah. But I've always been drawn, and then like so last week I was in New York, and when I was at the Jets game, and coming out of the stadium, I told my boyfriend, someone that's here today is probably gonna die statistically.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend was like, I've had way too many beers.
And okay, so this is a fucking interesting ass life. Construction worker, embalmer, fucking comedian. How the hell did that start?
I'm confused. No, it's so I was working in a funeral home, then it doesn't pay really well,
Okay.
and all the companies are owned by families. So once you're there, that's it. There's no,
So going back.
there's no, you can't. There's nothing after that. It's like
Yeah.
you're 22 and you have your job for life. There's
Okay.
no,
Okay.
you can't be manager of anything. It's just every day is the same.
There's no promotions.
No, exactly.
That's it.
That's what you're doing,
yeah.
and that's it. So I was like, no, not for me. And then I changed and I changed and I changed. And then I was like, I wanted to do stand-up comedy for a long time.
Okay.
And people were saying, you should be a stand-up comic. You should be. I'm like, I'm funny with you guys, but I'm not gonna be funny on stage.
Right.
Then I tried, and it went well.
The first night it went well.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
I'm so confused right now. What year is it?
I don't know. 2021,
Wow.
I don't know.
2.
2, 1. It's just that like the past 2 years.
It's
Yeah.
Where was I?
2017. This
I don't
is
know.
Good question.
I think it's been 3 years now,
Okay.
but maybe 2 or 4.
So anywhere between 2 and 4 years.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was like, oh. At first, I wasn't gonna do it as a job. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna work during the day, and then sometimes I'm gonna do
Go to shows.
stand-up
Yeah.
for fun, Then one time, someone was like, you could do something with this. You're really good, and I was like, oh. You could get paid for jokes. Like, I know that if you're Mike Ward, you can, but like
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I started like meeting
Doing
people
more,
and
yeah.
whatever, and I was like, oh, I actually want to do this for real, like as my main job.
Was there a moment specifically where you're like, no, this I decided this is what I'm gonna do?
Not really. It
No,
was
this kind of
yeah,
built up, okay.
built up.
Who are some of your comedic like influences?
Definitely Sugar Sammy was the first one that I
Okay.
saw on TV, and I was like, oh, he doesn't look like me,
Yeah.
but close enough. Like it's not
Yeah.
a white guy
Mm-hmm.
that's just nobody looked like me when I was younger in comedy. No one looks like me today
No.
either, but like it's diversity and coming from an immigrant background and whatever, seeing that on TV, Rachid Badouri of course, but Sugar Sammy first, definitely. Mike Ward, I've always said that Mike Ward is a black man in a white man's body,
Explain.
because what he did when he was like at his prime,
Yeah.
no one else was doing. So it was like coming on stage and talking about dead babies.
Yeah. No one did that.
No one did that.
What a happy
You know?
smile.
So he kind of lived through the fact that people judged him and people didn't like him, and
Yeah.
but he kept doing it.
There's like this skepticism about females in comedy.
Yeah.
And but
Why?
we were talking about with Eva. They're like there's these girls that go on stage and they just like talk about their period for like fucking 10
Exactly.
minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't do that.
No.
You're like so out of the box, and like when I saw you, I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like
That's
there's
the thing.
something-
Like
there's something different.
when you start doing comedy as a female, you have an idea of what you want to do, and then you go on stage, and then someone says you shouldn't do that. You should talk about periods. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Or like, I can't talk about periods because I'm a guy. You have all this material that you're not using. That's how it's presented to you. You know what I mean? So then when you go on stage and you're like, okay, I want to do this because it works, and then you do it, and it works for a certain amount of time, but then you've seen it before, you know what I mean?
It's kind of like guys just talking about jerking off all the time.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, we get it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have a penis. We understand.
And also then the girls start doing stand-up, and then you're feminine, and people don't like that. If you're good looking in comedy and you're a female, you have to go on stage and be like, because people don't like
They don't
for
respond
some reason.
to it.
But when I started, I was like, fuck that shit. Like, I'm gonna go there. I usually have like long ass nails and my hair and whatever, and I go on stage, and when people see me come up, I'm like the queen of ratchet. Okay? But then I'm like, so politics, and they're like, what is going on, you know?
I know for sure there's men that in the audience that are like, oh, she knows nothing about that, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, when they see me, they expect something, and then when they hear me, they're like, that's not what I was expecting at all.
Okay, so your ethnic background is wild.
Crazy.
It's crazy. How was your, like, food-wise? Like, what's, like, something...
I'm very boring.
Okay.
I eat the same thing every day.
What about growing up? Like, with your
You must have had like a mix.
Yeah, well, I guess I had my first poutine at like 12 years old.
Okay, that's not
Because
bad.
at home, it was like, if there's no rice, it's not food. That's what it was, you know? So my mom is Portuguese, my dad is Cuban and Chinese. It was like rice every day for at least 18 years.
Do you have siblings?
Yes. We're in total,
They lost,
Okay,
lost
we're
them in
we're
the rice.
9.
9.
9.
Yes, but I don't know all of them.
Okay.
Because my dad,
MLB.
And
my
how
dad gets that ting-a-ting, you know? So, no, we're 4 here in Montreal.
Okay.
And, yeah, growing up was like Cuban food, Portuguese food all the time. And then,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Super
I-
psyched.
Yeah, I
you
was
can eat
walking.
buffet.
I was walking on St. Catherine. I saw the sign, and at that time, maybe even today, still not maybe less, but back in the days, going to strippers was free for women. You
Okay.
don't pay to go in,
Right.
so it's all you can eat for free for women. You just gotta tolerate some titties. I went there, dead ass, 11 a.m.
Wings.
I was like, "Is
Wings.
this free?" And they were like, "Yeah, I guess you're fucking the system. There's no one does that. No woman is like
Just go in for that.
go because it's free, but you have to do it. You know what I mean? You have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah,
in
yeah.
and be like, well, je suis une femme, c'est gratuit,
I'm gonna see some tits. And eat.
and like all the girls here have made bad decision.
Yeah.
You know?
Clearly, that's super sick.
You know?
Yeah.
Like me too. It burned down.
That's
But
why.
I think I
It
tried.
was you that did it, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to go back years after for the gag, and they were like, "No, you have to pay." So I'm
Fucking
pansexual.
weird.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to get into this.
Yeah.
So please explain what that is.
Love everybody.
If you breathe, I'll fuck you.
There you go.
So I like men, women, trans,
Bring it up. You name
Right.
sad, happy.
Yeah.
So
Dead
whatever,
bodies,
you know.
got it, yeah.
Not that they're not good at fingering. So once I had never been to strip clubs for the party. I was there to eat wings, and there was no party with me. But then I told that to my boyfriend, and he's like, "You've never been?" I was like, "No, I've never been." He's like, "Okay, let's go." I was like, "Okay," and we're really open. And I went there, and it was the worst thing. First of all, I got scammed
Because you have to pay.
because I had to pay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but I went
To get
there.
in.
I went there. It was before COVID.
Okay.
And then I sat down. I don't know how it works. I don't know the rules. And then the girl was doing all sorts of crazy shit on stage. And I went, wow! And my boyfriend was like, you can't do that. You can't scream in a strip club when the girl is there. And exactly, why not? And they're like, you can't do that. Like, because guys want, it's already weird that we're a bunch of guys sitting together looking
You're
at
getting
one
too
girl
excited.
naked.
Yeah.
We're not gonna start cheering, you know?
Yeah. Woo!
So, and then I was like, fuck. And then my boyfriend was like, okay, you choose a girl, and then we'll go for a dance. So I want you to live the experience, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm there, and then I see a girl, I'm like, I want her. And he's like, okay. He goes and get her. He's like, we're a couple. She's like, oh, couples, I love it. Da, da, da. She comes in and she asks me, oh, do you also like women? I was like, damn straight, I like women. So she's like, okay, for you guys, I'll do it contact. I don't do it usually,
Okay.
but for couples, I could do it, you know? Because guys is weird, you know?
Yeah.
For you guys, it's fine. So she gets naked in the la cabin, and I'm like, okay, and then one song. But I don't know how it works, okay?
Yeah. It's per song.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and then she showed me, look, I have a person here. And then she's talking to me, and she's like, okay, the song is starting. And she starts to dance, and me and my boyfriend are two fucking stupid individuals. she starts dancing for me, and I'm in a small ass room, and it's just funny to me.
And how many? And you just kept paying.
And she was like on me more than him, because she was going to him. He's like, no, her. I don't care, you know. And I was like, yeah, come here, blah. And then she had fake boobs. I don't really like fake boobs. And then she was like grinding on me, and I was like,
I'm done.
There's nothing there.
I mean, and then after it was 2 songs, and she's like, oh, it's like, I don't know, I think it was like $90 or something. And I was like, wait a damn minute, what do you mean? She's like, you're 2, so they charge twice the price of La Cabine. And then it was 2 songs, and I was like, this
Scam.
is a scam. I mean, what the I didn't want to see your vagina.
It was his idea.
No.
When you're dating an Italian, like we said,
Yeah.
and so like when you explained to him that you were pansexual, like how does that go about? Like,
well, my boyfriend, I told him on the first date. When I met him, I was in my whole phase. Thank you very much. And because my ex-boyfriend was very toxic, and I was in the closet, he didn't know.
Okay.
And then when he knew, whatever, I left. And then I was like, fuck that shit. I know that I'm gay. You know, I know that I like women. I know that I like everyone. I'm just gonna live it. And so when I was single, I was going all out. I said yes to everything. Yeah. Crazy shit happened. I said yes to everything. And then when I went on dates, first date, I always say, I'm not looking for love. I'm looking for a good time.
Yeah.
Lots of guys said, well, I'm looking for love, so this is not going to work out.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of times. And I was like, no, I just want to fuck, little bitch, so what? And they were like, no. And then also, when I met some guys that I met them, I was like, okay, this is good. And I was like, listen, I'm pansexual, and I know that I can't live my life without having sex with women. Like, if I'm dating a girl, she's gonna have to accept that I sometimes fuck guys.
Right.
You know? But it's just sexual. And the opposite is true. So first dates, I was like, this is working out. What do you think about threesomes? Would you be able to live your whole life with me and have threesomes all your life? The guy was like, no, can't deal with that. I don't know. Lots of guys were like, I'd be jealous. And I was like, okay. I was surprised. I was like, I'm gonna be the hottest thing in the city. When I was single, I'm gonna be on dates saying that I eat coochie all day, and you're gonna get to eat coochie all day too.
Yeah.
But no, didn't work out. But then I told my boyfriend, he was like, it's a trap! Like,
Yeah.
What is this?
What is this? And I was like, no, it's just that I'm just gonna be honest, because if I don't tell you, and
Like
I don't do it for
yeah,
years,
yeah.
in 15 years, I'm gonna cheat on you.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
So now in this relationship, do you go to sleep with women too, or no? Or are you just exclusive
So
to him?
we're not couple ouvert.
Okay.
Okay? We're exclusive, but sometimes, you know, we...
You get a hall pass.
Yeah. But, well, no, he's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I'm never doing it on my own. He's always there, and you could read a book, or you could be in the action, do whatever you want. He doesn't
He's
read
just
the
like
book.
watching Netflix in the other room, you know?
Yeah.
You guys are really missing out.
Dude, Tiger King is amazing.
Yeah.
No, but like sometimes, you know, and it's not like it's Friday night, I'm gonna eat coochie. No, that's not what it is. It's we go out, we're
Meet some
partying.
people.
I meet a girl. She's funny. She's single. She's like, I love you guys. You're the best couple I've seen tonight. And I'm like, okay, come back to the crib, you know. MTV. So like, and then one thing leads to another, and it happens. Like that's how it happens. We tried to have more organized stuff, but like
It's
I don't
weird.
need it.
Yeah.
Like my relationship is good. I know that he's the love of my life, and spend the rest of my life with him. So now I can fuck girls on the side. I'm like, I
You're
can
like,
focus on
fuck
that.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's
It's a pretty sweet deal.
It's a good deal. Yeah.
It's a good deal.
Because but also like, if you're with someone that says I'm sexually attracted to women, but I couldn't fall in love with them, it's easy. But when I told my mom I had a boyfriend, she was like, "Woo, grandkids!"
You told your
Yeah.
mom that you were gay.
Yeah,
Okay.
both my immigrant parents, I knew since I was a child that I was attracted to women. And then one day I was like, I have to tell them. So I set them down very seriously. I was like, these are immigrant parents.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Yeah.
not gonna go well.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, I have to tell you guys something that's very important. I sat them down.
Yeah.
They were like, oh shit. I was like, I'm gay. My mom went, I know! You had a girlfriend in kindergarten. Yeah. I was like, oh. And then my parents were like,
What you shut us down for?
yeah.
Are you pregnant?
What they said, are you staying in school? That's what they said. I was like, yeah. My dad was like, okay, very brave of you. We're happy that you told us. We've been new, okay?
Yeah.
Like we knew. We knew before. Like,
Get the fuck out of here.
okay. Yeah.
And your boyfriend's family, are they the conventional Italians? Like, do they know?
No,
Or
no, they're very open-minded
Okay.
and they're fine with it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, but like before that was not this. Like my ex-boyfriend, his family hated that. Like when one time it almost slipped. Like I almost told them.
Yeah.
But they thought I was talking about someone else, and they were like, "If I met someone like that,"
And you're like-
and I was like sitting at the table, and he was Portuguese, very traditional Portuguese family, and they were like, "Man, I would never accept that," blah, blah, blah. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, "Well, they don't know it's me." Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I had, but also my extended family, you know, uncles and whatever, when they were like, "Oh, okay, how does that work?"
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone, like, I guess, I mean, your parents are a certain age, like probably in their like late
Yeah.
50s or 60s or
Mhm,
whatever.
yeah.
And like, it just like, it's cool to have like an open mind
Yeah.
for certain things like that, because then it's like, you know, there's some of those families that are like,
Yeah. I'm very lucky. Like if you immigrant parents, they're not down with the LGBTQ for their kids.
yeah.
They're not homophobic with other people. You know, like it's like the poutine. You know, you guys can eat poutine. My kids aren't eating poutine.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. It's like it's fine if it's not in my house.
Yeah.
That's how it. But it's true. It's like if it's their kids, I feel like it hurts more. But they in the street and whatever, they don't care. But I was very lucky, very very lucky. I mean, I was seeing dead people when I was young. So.
That's just there's that too. They're probably like, she's gonna be a weird one.
Yeah, yeah.
She's gonna be. You're gay. It's fine. You just like dead people.
Yeah, exactly.
Last before we let you go, what's like the comedy goals? What's going on here?
I have my own comedy show on Friday
Plug
nights.
everything.
It's called Polyhumour. It's a play with polyamour.
There you go.
Oh.
I have it every Friday. I don't know when this is gonna air. Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, follow her.
Okay, and it's every Friday night. But then if not, I'm just
You're around.
I'm all over the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Cooking with Snobs would like to thank our generous sponsors, Guerrera Desshine Assurance, for your home and auto needs. Contact Michael Guerrera at 579-377-8777. We'd also like to thank Robert and Natalia at Charcuterie Noël in Montreal North for the freshest food on the island. And of course, thanks to Canada Wine and Spirits for keeping us hydrated with Mask Gin, Straight Vodka, the Barmaster Gin, and Posé. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell everyone you know about Cooking with Snobs. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Cooking with Snobs is a SnobMedia and Gucci production.